Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bugs Henderson.
Thank you all very much. Is this a mic I'm talking through with one of the pantyhose on it right here?
You can actually move that if you want to.
Move it like this?
We heard you this afternoon, Bugs. That's fine.
Is this like some kind of condom deal? What is it? I know some of y'all that have seen me play before are wondering what in the hell am I doing dressed like this. I brought some more clothes to change into for the show tonight, but when I saw Randy,
Yes!
yeah, I like, what the hell, I am dressed up. So. That's absolutely true, too. I'm also used to having a band back here too, so this is going to be a little weird. And people ask me why I'm playing an electric when I do this. It's because I don't know how to play an acoustic. You know, they got those big cowboy strings on them, and they stick out like this, and they're hard to play, and I just never did learn how to play one. So I like these little strings on these electric guitars. Why can't I ride like Billy Joe? I know all the same words he knows. And when I was just a punk, I got just as damn drunk. So why can't I ride like Billy Joe? I bought me a rhyming dictionary so I could rhyme words like cemetery. But the words I like the best, like ass, you know, and breast, all come out sounding like Chuck Berry. Why can't I write like Billy Joe? I know all the same chords he knows. And when I was just a punk, I got just as damn drunk. So why can't I write like Billy Joe? I've been around the world and then some. I carried a knife and a gun. I was a freeloader till I got clean and sober. Now folks say I'm not as much fun. Maybe my life's not tough enough, but I've tried to do all the wrong stuff. I got up and I got down, I got high and laid around, doing them designer drugs. Why can't I write like Billy Joe? I know all the same folks he knows, and we both had heart attacks, and we both keep coming back. So why can't I write like Billy Joe? I ain't lying. Why can't I write like Billy Joe? I'll keep trying. Why can't I write like Billy Joe? Thank you. Thank you. I wrote that song and somehow Billy Joe heard about it and he called me and I sent him a tape of it. And he called me back and told me how much he liked it. And I said, well, I'm getting ready to go in the studio and cut it. Is there any way that you'd come in and maybe sing on the album? That'd really be cool. And he said, oh, yeah, I'll come sing on it. And he came down the studio and first thing he did was start changing all the words. You know, what am I going to say? You know, it's Billy Joe Shaver. The song's about him being a songwriter. He thought that I made him sound too good and made myself sound too bad. So the version I just did is the way I wrote it. The one on the album is it's a little shaky, if you ask me, but that's the way he wanted to do it. I also like to say I'm a little pissed off. Ian stole one of my lines up here when he was on stage. He did that bit about getting to the level of the room. Say, I spent weeks stealing that from Ray Wiley Hubbard.
I stole it one night.
Is that where you got it?
That's where I got it.
God almighty, we both owe him money then, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to do a song for you about a dark time in my life. There used to be this drugstore in Dallas called Sun Rexall over on, I usually tell somebody will clap or something, and now then I know. It was a 24-hour drugstore, and everything they had was about 3 times as much as all the other drugstores. And all the people like me, what I refer to as the dark ages of my life, all us diabetics would go into Sun Rexall late at night to get our diabetic equipment. Yeah, I know. It's funny now. Not funny when you hear that cell door close, I'll tell you that. But we'd go in there and they'd be like, 3 or 4 times higher than everybody else, so they knew what was going on in this place. And years later, after I got my shit together, as they say, I went back into the place one night to check it out, and I wrote this song. I knew what brings it on. Starts coming on me when the sun goes down. I wish you'd go away and leave me alone. So I hit Sun Rexall one more time to see if things might have changed. Cruised on in round midnight, playing that same old game. It was the same old business, same old smell. A room full of people all going to hell. I don't know why I miss it like I do, but I do sometimes. Lord knows I do. Teacher, I beg of you, show me where we all went wrong. We didn't know who to listen to, the singer or the song. And so many feelings and so many friends gone to never return. Sweet sweet pain, that's what we dug, and some of us just learned to burn. It was the same old business, same old smell, a room full of people all going to hell. I don't know why I miss it like I do, but I do. Lord knows I do. Well, drugstore blues won't let me be. I'm a black light creature gone mad. Seemed like a man could put it away, the mystery that made him turn bad. Well, 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 your sons and daughters got religion again. Truth done set them free. But your mamas and your papas got a lot to learn, and I hope they can learn it from me. It was the same old business, same old smell, a room full of people all going to hell. I don't know why I miss it like I do, but I do. Sometime late at night, I still do. Well, thank you for applauding my terrible deeds of the past. Here's a completely different song. About 8 years ago, I had a baby. Well, it wasn't me. I made her, but my wife actually had the baby. And to have a baby in this, how can I say it, mature, that's not a good word. My wife would argue with that. Yeah. At this point in my life is so strange and so beautiful, because all my other kids are grown up now. And to start over, the first thing, of course, you just spoil the hell out of them. And the other thing is, when you go into McDonald's, they say, "Wow, what a great-looking granddaughter you have." You know, I get that everywhere. And I know, my hair is not quite as blonde as it used to be. It's still, it's not my granddaughter. But you can't go through something like that without writing a song about it. If you're a songwriter, you just sit down and you write what you think. It was such a beautiful, magical thing. I tell people when I do this song that it borders on being cheesy. Now, I don't mean cheesy like feelings, not that kind of cheesy. But, I mean, let's face it, it's a guy singing about having a baby when he's in his years old, whatever. Whatever. So, but her name is Zoe, and she is the most beautiful creature on the planet, other than my wife. I'm not prejudiced, of course, but what's really cool is Zoe, compared to the other kids, thinks nothing of what I do. When I'm with a band and we do festivals or big shows or whatever, she'll come out and it's absolutely nothing to her. It's just Daddy's at work and she's not impressed. And, she's sitting over there with her Nintendo game, while people are screaming and hollering and like, yeah, whatever, here goes, And so, smiles when I wake her and opens her eyes. Her wonder is wonderful, such a surprise. When love is a miracle, the whole world sighs, it sighs. And it's just another day in paradise. She needs me to show the way and kiss her goodnight. When love is a miracle, the whole world sighs, it sighs. Fill your days with sunshine. Dance the dance of light and cry the cry of your time and love the love of life. Fill your days with sunshine. Dance the dance of light and cry the cry of your time and love the love of life. Who sent you my way? Someone so wise. And I heard a voice say, you must realize when love is a miracle, the whole world sighs, it sighs. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And would like to remind you that we do have CDs and stuff out there for sale. And what he was saying was true. If you don't buy our stuff, so what you do is you buy our stuff and we sign it, then you put it on eBay tomorrow. And we all make money. It's that simple. Because if you don't buy it, then in a few days you're going to open up the local paper here and there'll be a picture of a white Suburban on the side of the road with two skeletons in it. One of them a lot better looking than the other. And then my wife will be in there too. And God, I'm going to pay for that later. So, and also I get asked about the instructional video. I want to explain that real quick because people get confused about it. A company called True Fire called me a couple of years ago from Florida, and wanted me to fly down and do an instructional video on guitar, you know, showing not beginner stuff and not so much advanced, just guys that knew what they were doing. Basically show them everything I spent 50 years learning in a couple hours is what they wanted me to do. Seemed like a good idea at the time. But truthfully, when they called me about it, I said, you know, I don't know what I would do. There's so much stuff out there now on the internet, and you can go in the store and buy. Everybody has a DVD or a CD out to learn stuff. I don't know what I would do. You know, you'd sit me down and put the camera on me, and I'd say, look, always get cash up front and don't date the waitresses. That's what I have to offer right there that nobody else has to offer. So anyway, we did the CD-ROM, and it's pretty cool. It's got all kinds of angles, and it's got tablature, and it's got music, which I can't read. You know, I can look at my own CD-ROM and not know what the hell is on there. I don't even know if it's what I'm playing or not. So, but there's also a DVD included in the package that I was one of those guys that was lucky enough in the 70s when video cameras first became portable and people were having them. I would either borrow or people would come to our gigs and video us, and my deal with them was always, you give me the master, I'll take it home, and I'll send you a copy. So I had this incredible catalog. So we did about a two-hour DVD of my band starting in the 70s, one song from each era all the way up to now, and you can watch that and see my pants get longer and shorter. And then I'm wearing shoes, and then I'm not, you know, and then my hair's not like this, and then it's like this, and so anyway, that's on there too. That's what it is. It's 2 discs. I like to tell people that because I always want to know what that is on there. This is a song about 2 months ago. We had a gig. It was supposed to be one of those great, really great gigs. I hadn't played in this particular area in a long time, and it was a guitar festival, an all-day thing outside. Robin Ford, Larry Carlton, Vince Gill, and then we were closing it, and there was going to be a huge jam at the end of it. And it was in Nashville. We just picked the wrong damn weekend to go. Is what happened. If you've seen the news, you know what weekend that was. You got your man in a tree. You got your floating car. I'm just trying to get to Leaper's Fork and play a little guitar. I flew 600 miles. It's an airplane. Just to watch it rain. Rain. I saw nothing but trouble. I saw nothing but pain. They had guitars floating down the Cumberland. Ain't no place for a traveling band. Praying hard for a spot of dry land. Trying to beat the Tennessee flood, y'all. Trying to beat the Tennessee flood. 1, 2, 3, and now the fireman said, man, you can't get in. We got people dying. It's sink or swim. Now I know it seems funny, but when you've seen everything, it ain't about the money. Just wanna bend them strings. I know there's guitars floating down the Cumberland. Ain't no place for a traveling band. praying hard for a spot of dry land, trying to beat the Tennessee flood, y'all, trying to beat the Tennessee flood. Now when we walked through the door, you should have seen their eyes. They thought we wouldn't make it. They thought we'd lose our lives. They said you won't get paid and you don't have to play. I said I always make it. Which way to the stage? I know there's guitars floating down the Cumberland. Ain't no place for a Texas band. Trying hard for a spot of dry land. Trying to beat the Tennessee flood, y'all. Trying to beat the Tennessee flood. Now after the show, it was tornado time. Across the street and down below, man, I need to unwind. So I headed downtown to Robert's Western World, 'cause I love that sound, Hank, Marty, and Merle. I know there's guitars floating down the Cumberland. Ain't no place for a Texas band. Trying hard for a spot of dry land. Trying to beat the Tennessee flood, y'all. Trying to beat the Tennessee flood. Thank you. I'm going to do a tune here that's not one of mine, which will be really obvious to you really quick. But I had several requests to do at least part of it because I don't have the band with me. That's really weird, you know. But I don't have to turn around and say turn down either, or stop doing whatever you're doing. So I can do about half of this for you, so I'm going to try to get that done. Well, thank you. Maybe I did write all those. I don't know. It's hard to remember what you write, you know. I could have wrote those. I'd like to one more tune before we take a short break here. This song is about a fella in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is off the Blue Music album. This is one of those strange stories. You know how when you see guys on TV, you see actors or actresses or celebrities, and they're always talking about that whatever hit, whatever smash they have, and how they never saw it coming, and it was the B side or whatever in the old days. And I always thought, how can that be? How can you do something and not know that, you know, that it's special? But I understand now. This fella, he was a DJ in Tulsa at KMOD. Now, depending on how you pronounce that, you know, if it's the 60s, it's pretty damn cool. Otherwise, but that's it. They're still there. And he did an oldie show during the week on the AM station. And on Sundays, this is so gone now because they were bought by Clear Channel, and you know what that means. But they did. They had what they called the seventh day on Sundays, and they would play 3 albums in a row, nonstop, no commercials, nothing. This was just up until pretty recently, really. And then John Henry would come on, and he had a 4-hour blues show every Sunday night, where he played anything you wanted, all blues, local guys, old guys. If you were coming through town or routed through town or something, you could call him on the air, and he'd invite you down to the station, and you'd get on the show, and he'd play all your records. And he's one of those guys that knew everything. You could bring up a record, and he could tell you the writer, who recorded it, what year it came out, what label it was on, how many kids they had, where they lived, you know, their license plate number. He knew. I mean, I'm not kidding. He knew everything. He was the greatest cat in the world. And to have a 4-hour blues show on Sunday nights, and then suddenly he was gone. He stood up off his couch one day, and his heart went, and he was gone at an early age. And it was devastating to me, and I thought also to Tulsa. So we were in the middle of doing the Blue Music album, and I wrote this song about it, about John Henry, and with no aspirations at all of anybody ever hearing it, because I wrote it for me, really. And because, I mean, there's a verse in there about the night my wife and I met, because it was at the Tulsa Blues Festival, and we were sitting in the radio van with John Henry, and it's a real personal song. It doesn't have a hook. It's not commercial. It's 7 minutes long. Okay, my God, 7 minutes long. And then once we got the track done, I took it down to Tulsa, to a studio down there, and we brought John's family in, and we brought all the Tulsa musicians in, and had all of them play on it and sing on it. And it's just so beautiful. I'm so proud of it. But, you know, I swear I just never thought anyone would ever hear it. You know, it was just for me, and it was for John and his family. And then one day, I know if you ever saw that movie, That Thing You Do, I can't remember the first time I ever heard myself on the radio. It was a long time ago, and what happened, but I'm sure it was a special moment. But last year sometime, my wife and I were in Longview, which is what we call going into town. Okay? I mean, we live in Jefferson, population 2,000. When we go into town, we go into Longview. And we have Sirius XM in the car, but we didn't have it turned up. We just had the switch on. And we're sitting at a red light, and my wife goes, "Look!" And we look down there, and my name is on the panel, and we turn it up, and they're playing John Henry. And what was so cool is I took some snippets from his old show and put them in the song. So after the piano thing at the beginning, which you won't be hearing tonight, John's voice comes in and kind of introduces the show. And at the end of the song, John's voice is there too. And it was just so cool. And then here it is on Sirius XM, and it gets through, and they go, that's the pick of the week, pick to click, John Henry by Bugs Henderson, the Shuffle Kings. I mean, I almost fell out of my car. I couldn't believe it. They're playing a 7-minute song that has no commercial value at all, and it's on the radio. KMOD, they're not playing it. You know, Clear Channel Bottom, they're not playing it. In his damn hometown, they're not playing it there. But everybody else in the country is hearing it. And it meant a lot to me. It meant a lot to me to bring the people in that knew him and loved him and had him sing and play on this song. So this will be the last tune of this set. This is John Henry. Once upon a time, in a magical, mystical land called Tulsa, Oklahoma, there was a man whose voice could soothe a broken heart. He was a god on the radio. I need the smokehouse blues floating through my bedroom door. I need rockin' John Henry. Man, I need some more. I need the smokehouse blues floating through my bedroom door. John Henry's gone where the good ones go. He's playing nothing but the finest on heaven's radio. John Henry's gone where the good ones go. Listen, he watched us fall in love beneath the Tulsa sky, holding hands and holding hearts, digging Buddy Guy. He watched us fall in love beneath the Tulsa sky. John Henry's gone where the good ones go. He's playing Miss Debbie Campbell on heaven's radio. John Henry's gone where the good ones go. What the world needs now is the smokehouse blues from the master himself, 'cause he could show enough light your fuse. What the world needs now is the smokehouse blues. John Henry's gone where the great ones go. He's playing all that Freddie King on heaven's radio. John Henry's gone where the great ones go. Everybody, John Henry, John Henry, John Henry, John Henry. Call him Rockin' John Henry. John Henry. John Henry. Thank you. We'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you.